Hello everybody and welcome to Venn diagrams questions 1. So in the first question we're given the probability of events A and B and also the probability of A union B. Now we're asked to find the following. So starting with A, we have to find the probability of A intersect B. Well, we do know the probability of A union B is 0.6, and we also know the probability of A union B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A intersect B. So we can rearrange this to get the probability of A intersect B equal to 0.3 plus 0.5 minus 0.6, which gives us 0.2. The probability of A intersect B complement is equal to the probability of A minus the probability of A intersect B. So that's equal to 0.3 minus 0.2, which gives us 0.1 as the answer. We could now fill out the rest of the Venn diagram because we know that A union B is 0.6 and 0.1 plus 0.2 plus 0.3 would give us 0.6. So we can write 0.3 here. And we know all the probabilities have to add up to 1, so outside the circles we have a 0.4. And finally, we have to find the probability of A complement union B. And I'm going to show you how you can often use different methods to get the same result. So first of all, the probability of A complement union B is equal to the probability of A complement plus the probability of B minus the probability of A complement intersect B. Now the probability of A plus the probability of A complement has to add up to 1 because that gives us all of the possible probabilities. So the probability of A complement is 1 minus 0.3, which gives us 0.7. So using the first method, we have 0.7 plus 0.5 minus 0.3, giving us 0.9 as our answer. Now the probability of A complement union B is also equal to the probability of A complement plus the probability of A intersect B. Using this method, we have 0.7 plus 0.2, which is also equal to 0.9. And finally, you could just add up the numbers in the shaded part of the diagram. So we have 0.2 plus 0.3 plus 0.4, which also gives us 0.9. So in the next question, again, we're given the probability of two events, A and B, and the probability of A union B. And the first thing we're asked to do is to fill out a Venn diagram. So our Venn diagram will look something like this. And the first thing we really want to work out is A intersect B. So as we mentioned in the previous video, the probability of A union B is equal to the probability of A plus the probability of B minus the probability of A intersect B. So we can rearrange that to give us the probability of A intersect B. So the probability of A intersect B is equal to 0.7 plus 0.4 minus 0.8, which gives us 0.3. So that's the first area we can fill out in our Venn diagram. And as we know the probability of A is 0.7, we know that this area is 0.4 because 0.4 and 0.3 add up to 0.7. And we know the probability of B is 0.4, so we know that this area is 0.1 because 0.3 and 0.1 add up to 0.4. And all the values have to add up to 1, so the area outside the circles is 0.2. So next we have to work out the probability that either event A or B occurs, but not both. And you can see from the diagram that just event A occurring has the probability of 0.4 and just event B occurring has a probability of 0.1. So if we add them together, we get our answer of 0.5. And the probability that neither event occurs is this pink area here, which we know is 0.2. And we got that number by subtracting all the other probabilities from 1. And in the last example, we're given the probability of events A, B, and A intersect B. And then we're asked to find these values. So first, let's fill out a Venn diagram. We know the probability of A intersect B is 0.28. We also know that the probability of A is 0.48. Therefore, this area here has to be 0.2 because 0.2 and 0.28 equal 0.48. And likewise, we know the probability of B is 0.38, so this area has to be 0.1, as 0.1 and 0.28 equal 0.38. And all of the values need to add up to 1, so we know the area outside the circles is 0.42. So now we can work out the probability of A union B, because it's this area, so we add 0.2 plus 0.28 plus 0.1, which gives us 0.58. And the probability of A complement intersect B complement is this pink area here, which we got by subtracting the other probabilities from 1, so we know it's 0.42. And finally, the probability of A complement union B complement is this shaded area, so we can add up 0.42 plus 0.1 plus 0.2 to give us our answer of 0.72. Well, that's it for this video. As always, thanks for watching. I'll be going through some more questions in the next video. Meanwhile, if you want to help support the channel by hitting like and subscribe, that would be fantastic. If you've done it already, thank you, and I hope to see you soon.